Kyle Rittenhouse, yep, he's touring, basically lecturing at universities. Obviously, there's significant backlash. Put up one of the promotions. Look at that. He's famous because he shot people. Wow. Where Atlanta Black star Kyle Rittenhouse has colleges asking him to speak, to lecture. It continues to draw heavy opposition from campus communities. The organization behind Rittenhouse and his speaking tour, none other than Turning Point USA. Who else? Turning Point USA calls it the Rittenhouse Recap. And the tour is set to take place at the University of Memphis and Western Kentucky University this month, and also at Kent State University in April. The event page or event pages state Rittenhouse will speak about the importance of the Second Amendment and the lies of Black Lives Matter. The Rittenhouse Recap at the University of Memphis. You see it there, that's their headline. At Kent State, one person launched an online petition calling for the university to cancel this Rittenhouse event. And more than 1,500 people have already signed it so far. The petition's organizer, Ali Greco, wrote, and I quote, "As a member of the Kent State community, I am deeply concerned about an upcoming event hosted by student organization Turning Point USA, which will feature Kyle Rittenhouse as a guest. We must remember that our university should be a place of learning, for learning and growth, not for promoting divisive figures or ideologies that could potentially incite more violence." I'm going to come back to the incite more violence part of that comment. Let's put up the picture for a mass. Rittenhouse on the left, illegally holding a firearm, in my opinion, was 17 when he fired a semi-automatic AR-15 style rifle at 3 men, killing 2 of them. You remember this during a 2020 demonstration against the police shooting of Jacob Blake on the right. This was in Wisconsin. In 2021, he was acquitted of 5 charges, including intentional homicide. Him and the judge had a significant love fest during that entire ordeal. The man who got him the gun, well, he got a penalty, a criminal penalty for doing so. Kyle Rittenhouse, none. Let me explain a few things. Universities that have student organizations or student groups that are official and affixed inside of the institution have a significant amount of, let's just say, freedom. The freedom of speech is pretty absolute, except for some rare cases. For example, if a student organization invites somebody or a group that may create a level of violence, well, guess what? The president can step in and say, no, I'm utilizing the caveat of safety in order to say no to this particular exercise of your speech. That is allowable. All right, in 1970, okay? In 1970, Kent State was the site of a deadly shooting carried out by the Ohio National Guard. Guardsmen killed 4 college students and wounded 9 other students who were protesting against news the U.S. would be intensifying Vietnam War efforts by invading Cambodia. The shooting triggered student strikes nationwide, forcing hundreds of college campuses to immediately close. Several social media users, including those affiliated with Kent State, denounced this Rittenhouse invitation and questioned why the campus would invite a man who shot and killed protesters to a campus that has a history of gun violence. Some called the event tone deaf and detrimental to the student body. It's not tone deaf. It's tone intentional. They're not tone deaf. Turning Point USA is being intentional with this tone. They know exactly what they're doing. They know that this is divisive. They know Kyle Rittenhouse is controversial. That is the reason they are submitting him in this particular way. And I guarantee you there is a paycheck connected to this somehow, some way to Rittenhouse. He's being paid. But let's go back to the reality of what is. Rittenhouse is coming to a college campus because there are a number of students on that campus who want him there. A small minority, I would imagine, but still a student organization properly affixed to the university has invited Rittenhouse, which is insane to me. All right, so Kent State released a statement after the event was announced. Quote, a registered student organization is bringing this speaker to campus. Kent State University upholds the First Amendment rights of free speech and peaceful assembly for all. As a state university, we permit groups and individuals to speak and share their views on our campus about topics they feel are important. Kent State has a long history of allowing peaceful dialogue from all points of view, including those whom some may feel are offering different and or sometimes controversial opinions. It continues, as with any speaker invited to our campus, the university does not endorse or condone an opinion or point of view represented by the speaker, nor does the university advocate for any topic the speaker might discuss during their visit to campus. We continue to support and encourage freedom of expression and the free exchange of ideas. Consistent with our core values, we encourage open dialogue and respectful civil discourse in an inclusive environment. So the Western Kentucky University spokesperson said, while WKU's commitment to free speech includes allowing groups to invite guests to campus, that does not mean that the university supports, endorses, or agrees with the views of those individuals. All right. Now, you will see all of these presidents have one thing in common. Let's put them up full mass. Can you tell? From left to right, you have Kent State University President Todd Dicon, Western Kentucky University President Timothy Caboni, and University of Memphis President Dr. Bill Hardgrave. All right, gentlemen, let's keep that picture up for a second. Gentlemen, I've worked in the university system since 2016. Naturally, at any time you all can utilize the stroke of your pen and declare that this is going to be, well, a significant event that could be, well, let's just say problematic on the campus, and then require the sponsoring organization to provide a security protocol, which includes their own security detail, or pay the university security extra in order to maintain the opportunity. I'm talking to the students who may oppose this. You all can launch the same complaint as well and mandate the organization to pay for their own security protocol to keep students safe. If they're unwilling to do that, they cannot come to the campus. Also, students, you have freedom of speech too. Those that oppose Rittenhouse, the same freedom that he has to say what he wants to say on your campus, you have that same freedom. How about you talk when he's talking? Freedom of speech. All right, Sharon, thoughts here.
Well, it's by design, turning point, and I'd say the Republicans in Congress too, another one that they can put some lighter fluid on, stoke another cultural fire, if you will, this war. It's why the Republicans introduced the Respecting the First Amendment on Campus Act. It's why they held those hearings and Stefanik, poked her chest out and is very proud that, she got rid of a couple of university presidents who are cowering right now. Not the three that you put up for obvious reasons.
Right.
It's a distraction, and it's meant as the election draws nearer, Dr. Richey, to stoke the flames. Let's get it on. Let's cause violence.
That's right. And remember, all of these things are emerging at the same time. Turning Point USA having a college tour of somebody that, in my opinion, is a flaming bigot. And then you have the pro-Trump attorneys leaking information, private information through a sheriff via his social media account. Once again, all of this is leading to a political goal, nothing else. This is not about protecting anything but their power.